Good morning, everyone. It's Kate here on Spiritual Events Directory, and I'm from the Spiritual Realm Tea Room at Woolloongabba. And today I'm sitting here in my beautiful gypsy wagon that I take around to do psychic parties in. And I also go and do expos. So right now, good morning, Natasha. I am getting ready. I'm just making some teas at the moment, tea being my speciality. And I've also written a book and I teach people how to do tea leaf reading. So I'm just getting these teas ready because I will be doing some tea leaf readings for some people. And hi, Janelle. I've got my little spoon. See how tiny it is? I like to put the tea straight into the cup, and that way I'm getting the right amount of mixture that I want to use. Okay, now I might just pull this table over here a little bit. I'm still stuck. My cast doesn't come off until the 26th of September. So for those that know, I broke my foot the other week, so it's been a little bit hard to get around. I've only opened up the shop about 8 weeks ago at Woolloongabba, the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and I'd been there for about 6 weeks and then I broke my foot. So luckily I've got some beautiful people working in the shop and I've not had to worry about being there. So who's there today? Today I have got Tanya Jones. So if you go onto the Facebook page, the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, you will find all the information there about Tanya and all the other people that work there. Yeah, I think it's healing pretty fast. I'm right. It's actually made me stop and do some things that are really important to the foundations of a business. And, you know, I was going full steam ahead because it all happened so quickly. My friend passed away and I thought somebody was running the shop and it just got closed down. And I felt like I was guided there to open the shop. So I said to him, if you want me there, you've got to help me get the money up for it, which he did nearly to the cent. And I said, I don't want to be there all the time. I need to have other people working there. So trying to get everything all organised within 2 weeks of opening up a shop. Even though I've run my own business, I've been working for myself all these years. So now this gives me the opportunity to help out my customers and my students. And hi, Sarah. Yeah, I'll get around to a reading after. We're going to do tea leaf reading. And I'm going to pull out Eleanor's cards as well too. So yeah, it gives me the opportunity to actually get that all set up and help other people with their reading businesses as well too. So I've interviewed some people and I've got them to do readings for me, and most of them have been reading for many years. And what have I got? So on Mondays there is Lisa, and Lisa used to work at Loot at Capalaba doing readings, and she also works on it's one of those ones that you phone in. I used to be with them, Soul Secrets I think it's called. Isn't that terrible? I used to work for them. But yeah, she works doing the phone readings too, and she's been doing that for years and years. Then on Tuesdays there is Kat Edwards, and Kat Edwards is the most amazing medium, okay, and the stuff that she brings through is incredible. So she's there on Tuesdays. Wednesday we have got Tanya, and she's there on Thursdays as well too. And today, very exciting but very scary, I have got my first employee starting. So he'll be helping out in the kitchen, serving teas and looking after the customers. And then what's Beverly saying? Had a tea leaf reading 23 years ago and was crazy spot on. Okay, so I've got tea sitting here in front of me now, which I'll be sorting out soon. And then, so where was I up to? Sorry about that, get lost. And my table's a little bit wonky. I might have to put something underneath it. And then on Fridays, we've got Rob. And Rob knows all this witchy stuff, okay? So if you've got any questions when it comes to witches and goddesses, special potions that you might want to made up, and he also runs his own classes if you're interested in learning anything about that. And yeah, I've got my young Michael, and he starts today, so he'll be serving the teas, Beverly. He's a lovely young man, and he comes to me through a friend who runs an agency, or she works at an agency, and they help out people with disabilities. So he's actually got something very similar to me, where I've had Crohn's, which back in 2010 almost killed me, and I was told that I would never work again. And I have healed myself through meditation, positive thinking, and using medical cannabis oil. I've had a bowel resect, I've had the colonoscopy bag. I don't have that anymore. I've had heart attacks, I've had strokes, down to 43 kilos. So I just had to slow down. That was my message, to get onto the spiritual path. Anyway, so Michael has got his problems when it comes to the bowel issues as well too. So he can't lift anything too heavy, and he's really excited that he's actually with some people that understand what he does, rather than you know, them expecting him to carry a whole lot of things, which he's been doing in his other job. So I really look forward to Michael starting today and helping us out on that side. Now on Saturdays we have got, this Saturday we have got, Chris is starting, and Chris uses angel cards, and she's been reading for years with those. So she starts this Saturday, and the opposite Saturday every fortnight is Josephine. So she does tarot, she does tea leaf reading. So anyway, you can go onto the Spiritual Realm tea room, hey Peter, and you can see all about them and what it is that they do and the prices that they charge. And come in and meet them. Just come in and for a cuppa. We do cup of tea with tea leaf reading. At the moment it's only $20. So that will be the special for September. Also, Devonshire tea with a tea leaf reading is $30. We'll be doing high teas. Hi Wendy. We'll be doing high teas on the weekends. So if you've got a special event, you've got a birthday coming up, you just want to get together with your girlfriends, you're in Gundawindi, Natasha, well, whenever you come out here, you can always pop by. You know, so if you, yeah, hens parties, birthdays, any special occasion, you know, you can come in for a high tea. So you do need to ring up and book in for that as well too. Okay. Now, this Saturday I have got, do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set my alarm because I can't see the time on here, and I keep going over. So I'll have to go back and check that after. If occasionally someone can put the time up there for me, that'd be great, because I think someone comes in after me at 10:30. So this Saturday at 2 o'clock, for $55, you can learn how to do tea leaf reading, okay, in at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room. It was formerly known as the Rendezvous Tea Room. It's just had a name change, but pretty much the same. And then on the 19th, we've got the lovely Be Free, Belinda Hayes coming in, and she is doing a talk on crystals for everyday use. 9:41, thanks Peter. So crystals for everyday use. She has got a vast knowledge and she's fabulous. She actually does a show on spiritual events as well too. And I was listening to her very first show about crystals and what they do for you. And as much as I love crystals, I don't know much about them at all. So to have someone come in and actually do a talk and tell us the properties, what you would use them for, is just great, because who doesn't love their crystals? And I use, my favourite is like the clear quartz, and I also have my amethyst, obviously purple, that I wear every single day, and the clear quartz I use for my crystal balls to do my crystal ball readings. And I've written a book, The A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading, which came out in March this year. So that shows you how to do tea leaf reading, what the symbols mean, and it's also got a bit of the history in there about the tea rooms that used to be in Brisbane, and the Rendezvous Tea Room being the last of its era. And there's a photo of Luke and myself in there, and he was the one that gave me like the history of the tea rooms. And it's really funny how things happen, but I believe in, you know, what you think about comes about, and things happen for a reason. So back in, hi Margaret, back in 2010 when I got sick, I started my spiritual journey, and then on the 10th of the 11th, 12th was the first day that I put pen to paper, and I started writing about things that were happening, synchronicities. And I had done a tea leaf reading for myself that morning, and I asked my guides to help me to what I was seeing in my cup. And I was really amazed to actually what I was seeing. I saw a horse, I saw a guy in a chair with a guitar, and then I saw a figure standing there that looked like Elvis Presley. You could actually see like the sideburns and the bent knee, and it reminded me of Elvis Presley. Now I had no idea what this meant in my teacup, and I was blown away just by what I could actually see, and I wanted to write it all down. So that was the day that I started journaling, and that day I didn't know it, but I had actually started writing my first book, which is The A to Z of Tea Leaf Reading. And I met Luke, and I ran my very first tea leaf reading class from his shop back in 2014. I needed notes to put together the class, which is also in the book. So it's just amazing how these things happen. And then writing about the tea rooms, and now I'm actually in the tea room that I was writing about, and being the last of its era, when, you know, they were sort of made in the 1940s, and people would come along to have tea leaf readings done. And, you know, it's well known in the history here about these tea rooms that were hidden away like little gems, and it was illegal to go and get readings done right up until 2002, and they would have police come in and raid the place, and you could be thrown in jail for a year from doing tea leaf readings, including the people that were having the readings done, because it was aiding and abetting. So all that information is in my book too. So you can find my book at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room in at Woolloongabba. It's only $20. If you want it posted out, well, that'll cost you a bit more, because pay for the tracking as well too. So it's another $10 for the postage. Okay. Oh, now there's another really special lady which I will be interviewing, and you'll get to meet her in 2 weeks. Some of you might already know her. If not, go and check out her Facebook Facebook page. She's also got a beautiful gypsy wagon like this, which she has done all the artwork on herself, and her name is Sharon McLeod, and she is an amazing artist. Anyway, this week she has just put out her own teacups. So there's 5 different teacups, and they're fine bone china. They are $150 each, and I will have them at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room. They are incredible. They've got all the designs, like the symbols inside the cup. So if you don't think that you have got a spiritual bone in your body, use one of these cups, and if the tea leaves land in that area, then you just need my book to then interpret what the meaning is. So I will have those cups in at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, hopefully next week, and on the, I think it's the 18th or the 19th, whatever the Thursday morning is in a fortnight, you'll actually get to meet Sharon McLeod. So tune in. She's also created an amazing deck of cards as well. And if you go and look on her page and have a look at her gypsy wagon, she has done all the painting on that herself. Whereas with mine, Carly, who is like the owner with Bowtop Wagons with her husband Alan, she did all the beautiful artwork on mine, but Sharon has actually done all hers herself. Okay, now I'm going to have some of this tea, excuse me. Yum. This is peppermint and licorice. This is my favourite, and this is from T2. And what I wanted to, I've got 3 different ones here, so I wanted to give you an idea that you can read with any tea leaves. It's really quite easy once you know how to do it, and you'll be really surprised at what you actually do see in the cup. There'll probably be some on my page, but I've also got another private page too if anyone wants to go on to that, and that's $55, and on there's also lessons there, so you can scroll down the bottom and watch the videos on how to actually do tea leaf reading. So to go onto that page there, that's $55. Now we'll start with one of these. So I can't remember who is first for the reading, so I'm just going to scroll back a little bit, just a tick. Excuse me doing this. Okay, so Tracy Monroe, are you still there, Tracy? And I'll do a reading for you. Okay, so I've got the tea here. Now this is a Byron, $9.49. Thanks. This is a Byron chai. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're going to give it a bit of a swish around, turn it upside down on the saucer. Now we turn it around 3 times anti-clockwise. Now this brings through our past and some confirmation for us, okay? Then we tap on it 3 times, and this brings through our spirit guides and our ancestors for any messages they may have for us. This is also the way I do my mediumship as well too. So I do hear spirit, but I like to use tools. And I don't think anything's right or wrong when you are actually doing a reading. You know, we just want the message to come through and be able to give that to the people. Okay, so what we're seeing in here, let me have a look. Give you a quick squeeze of the cup. You can see that's a bit of a mess, but I will see symbols in there, and as we're going I will show you what I am seeing. So the first thing that I'm seeing is an elderly person coming through here, and I would say, now why I say elderly is because I'm seeing like an old lady, and she's all hunched over. Okay, so the top of her back is bent over. Now, the way she's got her hair, I would say that she still kept it long and she keeps it up in a bun. Okay, so she's coming through for you. Now, I'm not too sure if she's actually already passed over or not, but next to her, now, anyone that knows me, I'll show you my phone cover. See, it's a peacock. And on my wagon is peacocks. So when I saw it on Facebook and the peacocks to me is that I'm on the right path and abundance is coming to me, okay? Now, the peacock also talks about integrity as well. And it's about being out there on display as well too. But it's more about you are on the right path. So I see peacocks every day, you know, whether they be pictures, statues, or sometimes I'll even hear them out in the wild because they've got that that definite, whistle of theirs. It's really loud. I love it. A lot of people find it really annoying. So the swan, yes, remind me, I'll come back to that. But I'm actually seeing this elderly lady here, and I'm seeing the peacock sitting here on the branch. So that's why I brought it up. So this lady is coming through and she's letting you know that you are on the right path, okay? And there's abundance coming to you. I don't know if she's given you some money or there's money that's coming through for you. And the swan in the bottom of the cup is about romance, okay? So I don't know if you've got somebody in your life or not. It could be that someone's coming into your life, or you're going out and you're doing something special with that person. Okay. Now we've got a monkey here as well. So you can see that monkey down the bottom, see the long tail? Now a monkey can be someone that's playing tricks on you. Monkeys are light fingers as well too. Maybe you've been to Bali and the monkeys, you've got to be careful because they love to pinch your bag or your glasses or jewelry. The monkey can also be the Chinese symbol for someone that is born in the year of the monkey. But anyway, you've got that lady that's coming through, just letting you know that you are on the right track, okay? Now, let's have a look here. The next one, now just let me go back and see who... so that was for Tracy. Okay, so Beverly, are you still there? So I'm going to now do a reading for Beverly. Now, this one here, I am using another T2 one, which is a vanilla one, okay? Beautiful flavour. The tea leaves in this one are a little bit harder to read. But let's see how we go with this. Okay, so we give it a bit of a swish around. Hi, Beverly. Okay, turn it around 3 times anti-clockwise. Okay. Bringing through our past and some confirmation for us. Tapping on it 3 times. So that brings through our spirit guides and our ancestors for any messages they may have for us. Now, let's turn it over. So I'll give you a quick look first, and then I'll have a look. Okay, so if you can see anything in there, just put it up on the screen and I'll tell you what that means, okay? All right. let's see what we're getting here. I feel like there's a bit of an Asian influence here. So I don't know if you are about to go on a holiday to an Asian country. There's also a key there as well too. So the key is about unlocking something, unlocking your heart. It could even be maybe getting a new house as well too. Something to do with the house, okay? The frog, thanks Danny, the frog is about, oh, we're in spring now. So it's about something special coming up in spring. It can also be the birth of something new as well too. So it doesn't necessarily mean a baby, but it could be a business. Maybe a business idea, or you're starting on a new project, okay? Oh, the eagle. Okay, I love all of this coming through. Okay, so the eagle flying. The eagle. Okay, so when we see an eagle soar, this is actually about you following your spiritual path, or something really amazing coming up. Now, I remember reading Wayne Dyer's book, and in one of his books, it's actually talking about an eagle came and landed next to him, and he knew from that time that he would be going amazing places, okay? And we know he did. Now, he was destitute. He was almost homeless. I think he might have even been homeless at one stage. And this was in his late 40s or 50s, maybe. Anyway, so this is you being able to soar to the heights. This is, the eagle can also soar above the storms and come in to landing when everything has settled down. The bat, so the eagle is an amazing thing to have. And I mean, like the peacock, we've had some beautiful things in there today. The bat too. Bats are very family orientated, okay? And they all help each other out. They are very much of the night, okay? Very keen senses. So this talks about your spiritual abilities as well too, and saying that you are probably a very sensitive soul yourself. Now, in some countries, the bat can be a bad omen. It just depends on where you come from and what you think. And just remember, everything has a negative and a positive as well too. So I just like to look at all the positive side of things, okay? So it could be that you need to watch out for people, but I just want to say that on the whole, it is a good thing, and it's about supporting the family, being with the family, and working on your psychic abilities. A canvas painting. Oh, okay. So do you do paintings yourself, Beverly? That's something that I'm wanting to get back to, and that's another great way for meditation as well too. And I want to say, with meditation is the best medication. If it wasn't for meditation, I wouldn't be here now. So if anyone's struggling in life, if you are feeling sick, if you are stressed, do some meditation, okay? It is brilliant. If you go onto my page, Magical Blessings, and ask to be a member on there, if you scroll down, there is a recording of Drawing Virtue Angel Medicine, and it goes through and she cuts all the ties and then balances all the chakras. And I used to play that one every single night. Now, I know Doreen's sort of gone off track now, okay, but don't worry about that. The meditation CD itself is brilliant. I swear by it. Like, it has really, really helped me, okay, with the support of my husband. And I know quite a few people that have died of having Crohn's as well too. The BG twins, they both died since 2010 of complications with their bowel as well too, having some disease. Okay, it's 19. Okay, let's go back down. So that was for Beverly. Oh yes, my hand too, Natasha. That's just weak bones from all the steroids that they'd had me on. And it is definitely getting much better than it used to be. Okay. Well, we might do one for Natasha. Let me quickly have some more of this. Now, also a flying bird, even if we can't tell what type of bird it is that's in the cup, a bird that is flying, especially if it's flying towards the handle, would be that you are getting a special message, whether it be in letter form or email these days, messenger, but the flying bird is about a special message coming through. I've got my crow out here today too. He's just come by to see me. I wonder if I can turn this around. I've got my wheelchair sitting at the door, but I'm not too sure if you can actually see what any other part of the wagon. Let me turn around and you can have a quick look anyway. There's my wheelchair. Just got to let it focus. I'm going to turn this around a bit. So this is the inside of my wagon. Excuse my mess. Love my purple walls. I've got my bench seats, which actually turn into a bed. Okay, we'll go back around this way. And then we've got this beautiful bench here where I can hide things. So underneath this area here under the curtain is the cushionings for my seat. And we'll go around this way. And we're just around the other side. So it's only quite tiny. It's a perfect size. It's been built on top of, we can go up there a bit, so we've got special curtains hanging up. I'll turn this back around. Oh, look at all the hearts coming up. Turn this back around now so you can see me. And this is my beautiful bay window that I've got sitting behind me, and it's got the old-fashioned locks on here as well too. Beautiful timber work. So Carly's great at picking up things, and there's some beautiful timber work here on the windows. I don't know if you can see that. And there was a Balinese store that was closing down, and she's picked up the timber thinking, oh, I'll use that one day. So I've got it in my beautiful wagon. Okay, sorry Natasha, I'm back. Okay, hang on. So using the dregs of the, what is it, peppermint and licorice, my favourite. Okay, so give it a swish around. Turning it around 3 times anti-clockwise. Tapping on it 3 times, bringing through our ancestors and our spirit guides. Okay. Yes, purple's my favourite colour. Can't you tell? Okay. All right. Now this one's going to be a little bit different to see things because we're getting to the end, so a lot of it's like gone really powdery. But I'll give you a look at that. See if you can see anything. I'm seeing the number 7 there. And the number 3. The number 7 is, can you see that 7 there? The number 7 is about your spiritual path. It is good luck. It can also be too secrets that are coming out from the past. Okay, secrets that have been hidden for years and years. Now I was also getting an image of an elephant then. Now the trunk wasn't up, but that could be a trip to like India or Thailand. Oh, the seahorse. The seahorse is a gay male. It can be a gay male in the family, and it can also be too that you're just having a gay old time. Okay, what else can I see in there? I've got a man and his dog here. Now this dog looks like it's got quite a long tail, and it is in the past. So this could be that, I want to say that this dog is black and white, okay? And this man's coming through with his dog from the past. So it could be someone that's actually already passed over, and they're just coming through and saying hello. A bull's head or a... Okay, so the bull is Taurus. The bull is also someone that is very stubborn as well too. So I don't know if you can see that, but there's a tiny figure there of a man and his dog. Okay, and I'm picking up that it's a black and white dog. It's not a very big dog, probably no higher than his knee. We've got the letter S, so the S could be someone's name, you know, like Sam. So I'll leave that one with you, but just know that there's an S there with someone that's coming through from the past. And the number 3. And I did see the number 3 in there before, so now I'm seeing 2 3s. So that's just a reminder for me too that I need to tell you. So number 1, we are in a universal year 3. So it is about communication. It is about working with other people. It's about teamwork. It is also a good year for starting businesses. And it might be the month of March, or maybe the 3rd day of the month. Okay, so Steve. So is Steve someone special to you? Oh, that was Beverly. No, I think I'm doing the reading for Natasha now. Was it Natasha I was doing it for? And then the crescent moon. The crescent moon is, it could be about you working with the moon cycles as well. Okay, just going with the flow of the life. Look at the cycles, the phases of the moon, and then work out when and when you shouldn't be doing things. I've got someone sitting down on a chair here by themselves, and they look a little bit isolated, so I'm not too sure if there's someone around that either you're a little bit isolated yourself, or actually you're from Gundawindi, aren't you? So you can be a bit isolated out there as well. Not having everything, well, actually I haven't been to Gundawindi, I just know that it's a long way away. My husband's just saying goodbye. And he's being a bit cheeky. Yesterday he got a phone call from his work. They wanted him in early for some meeting, and there's been talk about them, you know, maybe going on strike. And he thought it was all about that. Anyway, the general manager was up from Sydney, and they were doing awards, and my husband got presented with his 15 years of service with the company that he's with. So he's got $500 as a bonus. So now he's going out to spend his money. So he's leaving home early. Sorry, it was a bit of exciting news. I just had to share it with you. I do that. I overshare sometimes, a lot of the time. Also got someone here out on a kayak as well too. So I don't know if you actually spend some time on the water. But yeah, I'm seeing you going out on a kayak. Now, there's lots happening here. I would think that, as my granddaughter would say, you have got so many ideas going on in your head. But I see you sort of kicking up your foot as well too. It's like something's happened and you're really happy with what's happening in your life, and you're feeling really good about something that you've just done, okay? So that, I don't know if that's something that's just happened or it's about to happen, but I would think if it hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen like within the week, okay? Oh, you overshare too, do you, Janelle? Okay, so that's the tea leaf side of things. And as you can see, that was pretty easy, and you can do it with any type of tea, okay? If you don't have any loose leaves available, just break open a bag. It's not as easy sometimes, but you're still going to pick something, and you're going to see more in the tea leaves than what you would if you were, say, reading the cards, okay? You know, we're not going to pick up like the old lady coming through and she's going to let you know that there's money coming through for you. We're not going to pick that up in the cards. Or the guy that was coming through with his little black and white dog. Okay, so now what I want to do, how are we going for time? Can someone put the time up for me, please? I'm pretty terrible here. Oh, you're welcome, Melina. Melina was just saying it was very enjoyable to watch. So I'm just going back to the beginning. So I think that was Natasha that I just did a reading for. And okay, so now I have got Nat. So I am pulling out now these cards here. Okay, so these are my first tarot, and they are from another dear friend of mine who also passed away this year. Now these cards are absolutely awesome. 10:15, we've got 15 minutes, ladies. They are absolutely awesome. Now I'll show you one of these cards. We have got the Knight of Staves. So up the top it tells us what the card means, okay? So the Knight of Staves is you have enough drive and passion to travel and move across boundaries, sporting achievements, putting money plans on hold, and traveling. So this is for you, Nat. Now we have got 8 messages on each card. So depending on where the card lands is to what message we read. Okay, so if we were to read the top left box, okay, this is all about you, who you are. So Nat, you are usually move with passion and excitement through life. You act swiftly when needed and make changes easily. Now let's say you wanted to have some advice from your guides, you had a question about something that was coming up for you, then you would read the bottom left box, okay? So that's the advice from your guides. So you need to act quickly. Now is not the time for too much thinking. Do what you need to, act swiftly, and get moving without delay. So stop procrastinating, just go and do what it is that you need to do, okay? Now let's see. Okay, if we look at the third one on the right, this is what's happening around you. So it's not necessarily about you, but it still affects you, okay? So this says your environment is changing at the moment. There's a lot of passion, energy around you. So sounds pretty good with what's going on in your life at the moment and with the people that are around you, okay? Now where you are right now, you are on the move. You need to travel. So it's all about traveling, changing things in your life, okay? So I hope that has helped you, Nat. Next one is Bridgie. So I don't know if you're still there, Bridgie. I'll just go down to the bottom. Oh, Melina, you're in the US. So is that 8:13 in the morning? Okay, who did I say I was doing a reading for then? I forget. Sorry, but I'm just going to pick out a card and tell you what's coming up for you. Okay. Oh, Bridgie. Yes. You have got the Three of Swords. Okay, now the Three of Swords is about heartache. So I don't know if there's something that's happening around you that has caused your heart to break. Divorces or divisions around you. It doesn't necessarily have to be you, but maybe the people around you. Okay, and that in the evening, but the people around you are heartbroken. There's strong relationships around. You're welcome, Nat. And it's just saying that you need to watch for miscommunications as well too. I know, like, I just want to say, for instance, is my middle sister. I don't know how she does it, but you'll say something to her and she totally twists it around, and you're like, how did you get that out of that? It just blows me away, because what I say is usually straight to the point. I'm very black and white, and I don't necessarily beat around the bush about things. I tell it how it is. And then you've got other people that read into things, and it's like, what do they mean by that? So try not to overanalyze what other people are saying, okay? Just take it for what it actually means, okay? So don't go tying yourself up in knots over that. I don't know why I had to say that to you, but I just felt that, yeah, there's probably just some people around that they're misunderstanding what, yeah. So you understand what I mean. Thanks. Now, it's saying that you do have to make changes, no matter how hard it is, but you can heal things too. Meditate, okay? So if things are not going so crash hot with work, meditate on it. And when you wake up in the morning, you will think clearer. You will be able to make better decisions, okay? So meditate on it before you say what it is that you need to say, and write down too what it might be that you need to say, okay? Sometimes it's easier to write things so you can say it the right way, because I know too, when I'm very flustered and upset about something, that I think later on, why didn't I say that? I'm just not quick-witted enough for it to come up, and then I think about it later and you sort of like kick yourself. So maybe it might be a good idea to actually write things down, okay? All right. So I hope that helped. I just want to pull you out one more for that, okay? You'll only be there for the next 12 months, okay? I see you moving from it. Or the person that's causing trouble will be moving, okay? So I hope that helps for you. All right. Okay, let me see who else we've got here. So I'm just scrolling back down. Okay, Elaine, is that how I say it? Saint Romain. Okay, I want to do these ones for you. So these are Eleanor's cards as well too. So these ones came out last year, and they are my first relationship. Okay, so with these ones here, you can use this for anyone in your life, whether it be your partner, your parents, your siblings, your children. But the card that I have got here for you, Elaine, is the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, now the Ten of Pentacles, 1020, thank you very much, is creating long-term stability, family focus, and stable relationships. So that all looks really good for you, Elaine. Okay, so you're going to have the happy, stable family that it is that you've been wanting. So if things have been struggling, this is looking really good. I could even say that this is probably not too far off. So it's being able to get what it is that you want in your life. It's also saying that you have got everything that you need, the money, the family, the happiness, everything is really good. Now let's say I was to do a reading and I was to pull out, say, the Nine of Pentacles as well too. I would say go and put Lotto on, okay? Or there would be money that's coming in. Now I want to read the third one down on the right. So this is what's crossing you, okay? So this, you'll actually feel the energies already starting to come up. And this is about strong unions and firm foundations can be built upon now. So focus on that, okay? Now, when we're in a relationship, when we're in a relationship, it's really important that you actually need to be working on it all the time, okay? Going out and having date nights, sitting down and speaking to each other at the end of the day when you get home. When you wake up, you know, and you're in a bad mood, put on some good music that's going to actually lighten you up and change your energies, okay? Because those bad energies go on to other people and then they cause the rifts, they cause the arguments, and people start tiptoeing around you. I don't know why I needed to say that again, but that's what I'm getting. So when you are feeling anxious, just remember that everyone else around you is feeling that as well too. So meditate, play some awesome music, and know that you are going to have a good day. I want to remind people about this that I wear. Now, usually you'd have something next to your bed, like a crystal or a rock, whatever it is. And at the end of the day, pick it up and hold it and think about all the amazing things that have happened during your day. And I want you to say thank you, thank you, thank you. You are going to sleep with gratitude, thinking about the good things that have happened during the day, not thinking about the negative things that have happened. So we are deliberately retraining our brain. We are reprogramming our brain. It will help you sleep better and you will wake up and you will feel better, okay? So get something like this. I like to wear mine to remind me all the time too, and so I can tell other people about it. It is amazing when you are full of love and gratitude what can happen in your life. So I have got the most incredible life now, and it's not always been like this, okay, because I suffer from depression. I have been really sick. I've nearly died. I've broken my foot, but I'm not letting it get me down because I'm looking at other things that I can do in my life as well too. So like I said before, it was actually about me sitting back and working from the ground up to make sure that I've got good roots for the business, and then I can leave it in the capable hands of the people that are actually in there. So we've got Tanya Jones in there today. Tomorrow we're going to have Rob. And then we've got a lovely new lady, Chris, starting on Saturday. So this is in at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room. So the 10 of Pentacles, you're working towards having a really good, happy, stable life. Okay. Yes, my favourite stone is amethyst. Of course it is. It's purple, but it's also very healing as well too. So it's another one that I use to help with my healing. How are we going for time, people? We got time for one more. Okay, so I want to do one for Peter. Okay, Peter, you are about to go through some massive changes. Okay, we've got the death card. The death is not scary. Okay, I want to let everyone know about that. The death card is about endings. It's about clearing things from our life, things that we don't need anymore, and it's about moving into the new. So it's actually very exciting when this one comes up, being the major arcana as well too. So it's about major shifts that are happening in our life. Now this is about fresh starts, endings, beginnings. The future, love will be like a garden for you. It will grow and it will change. Okay, now the advice by your guides is that change is happening whether you want it to or not, but there's change in love, and it's looking all very exciting for you, Peter. This could also be, I don't know if you've got maybe a new pet that's coming into your life, but I'm feeling like there's new love around you as well too. Okay, I think I finished. Okay, so I think I need to go because the next person is coming on now. So check us out at the Spiritual Realm Tea Room, and I shall see you all next week. Bye for now.